Hello, my name is Juan Nicolás Nieves, and today I'm going to talk about the flaws of meritocracy, in our system, in our society. First, I want to define the concept of meritocracy, and for this, I'm going to say a famous phrase told by Rupert Murdoch. The phrase is, "You can't have a competitive, egalitarian meritocracy if only some of your citizens have the opportunity for a good education." Later in this video, this phrase will start to gain more and more importance related with the things I'm going to say in my critic to meritocracy. That critic to meritocracy is going to be placed in three different stages. The first one would be education, the second one would be work, and the third one would be politics. But first, before we start to talk and develop those stages, I want to define the basis of what meritocracy means. Basically, meritocracy is a political doctrine that bases itself in merit and merits merit and its importance to society. So meritocracy states like a scale where important people in society are the ones who have more merit, and also successful people, not only important people, and unsuccessful people or non-important people are the ones who have less merit. So now I will start my critique to meritocracy in the educational stage. In the capitalist education, the capitalist system of education, meritocracy has been stated as the base of our education, of children's education. Capitalism always says, and meritocracy also always says, that people, students, children, they can be whatever they want. They can be whatever they dream to be, just if they have enough merit to fulfill their dreams. However, in our education, that statement is being contradicted with merit and with the grades, the system of grades that we have. In almost every school in the world, meritocracy is seen as getting the best grades and being in the top of the class, like being the best student you can. But is that knowledge that is given to us students really what we need in order to fulfill our dreams and be like what we want to be? I don't think so, because many things that we are taught at school are just the things that our school and our teachers need or want to taught us, not what we really want to learn, for example. So I would say that we just use meritocracy in education to have the best grades and have the greatest merit with the best grades in order to climb the stairs of life so that we can fulfill our dreams. That is the short way of making education have a purpose. But I personally think that education should have another posture that should be encouraging students to learn what they want, to develop their creativity and to just develop themselves in a way that they can fulfill their dreams and what they want to be. My critique to meritocracy in education is that schools and the whole educational system is just trying to satisfy capitalism, but it's not really encouraging students to help the society in future. Now, after talking about the first stage, that was education, I'm going to talk about the second stage, that is work. After you have abandoned education, after you have fulfilled your dream of being educated, of going to college, a new stage starts, and it's work. With work happens something that is related also with merit. For society, merit, as I already had said, is having the best grades, being on top of the class. But in work, that changes just a bit. Because in work, merit is just having, for example, a degree college of one of the most prestigious colleges of the United States, for example. In work, it seems that if you don't have enough merit from your studies, from your stage of education, you aren't going to be successful, because our system is grading our performance, our like ourselves, our individuals, with that conception of education. So if you weren't good, like in your stage of being a student, if you didn't go to college, your possibilities of having good merit in work and being on the top of the ladder of the system are pretty low. But it's difficult to think that there is a way to change that. But I think that that social division that has been created by merit in our society must be changed, because there is a huge inequality between people that have merit and people that don't have merit. For example, with college, the percentage of population that has gone to college is low compared with the percentage of population that has not gone to college. In our society, I think that we should grade work based on what is more common, and defining what the true importance of work is. For example, we have always seen that, I don't know, a soccer star might be more important to society than a medic, for example. But after all the events that happened lately, I think society has started to learn that everyone has its job and everyone has its own task to fulfill in order to keep society moving. So with that, I want to conclude this stage of work, saying that maybe having enough merit, having like the top tier merit, that is going to the best college you can and having the best merit in education you can, isn't as important in work, because when we see our society in terms of like a unit, that those people that have merit, go to college, and are defined as important, really aren't that important, or they have the same importance as those people that didn't go to college and are just normal workers. For example, the medics, medics have gone to college, but for example, I don't know, a garbage man. If that garbage man doesn't do his job, then everything in the system will start to tear up in pieces. Finally, I'm going to talk about the last stage of my critic to meritocracy, that is politics. I think that politics are corrupted by meritocracy in a way that maybe the people that rule us, that govern us, and the people that we choose in order to do that aren't the people we need to take decisions for us. Usually, those people that are on top of the ladder of merit are our own politicians. For example, the president of our country is a very educated man, an important person in terms of society, that probably went to a very good college and that represents the top of the ladder of merit. However, our society is formed principally of people on the bottom of the ladder. So in there, how is it possible that a person on the top of the ladder is taking decisions for people on the bottom of the ladder, where when that person on the top of the ladder just doesn't know how people in the bottom of the ladder suffer, or how their lives are and what they need. This may sound like a bit of socialism, but I think that maybe all the system of saying that when you are important, you have too much merit, or when you are not important, you just don't have merit and you are just like a dust in society. All that system needs to change in order to take the true essence of humanity and making a better system that reduces inequality. I think that meritocracy is a great concept that encourages people to live their dreams, to achieve their goals. But maybe those people on the top of meritocracy, on the top of the ladder, they are just ruining all the meritocracy doctrine, and they are just using it on their favor, maintaining the system. I want to leave this as a personal reflection for everyone, so that we can think about what needs to be changed in our society in order to improve ourselves as humanity, as a unit. Thank you.